following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Pour the roast, let's talk about the day. Laughing even if it goes astray.
Welcome to...
Well, I thought it was funny!
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:48 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on April 20th, 2026. And, of course, that's the 21st for our friends on the other side of the planet there. Our friends down under, our friends in Australia. Big hello to everybody around the world. Really big hello to that city with the most group members. That city's name, Melbourne, Australia. And happy 420, my friends, if you celebrate. And happy April 20th if you don't. Hope everybody's doing good. Once again, not just the folks in Melbourne, but everyone around the world. I hope you had a great week. It is Monday here, and of course Tuesday for those folks in Australia. And yeah, well, hope you had a great week. Hope you had a great weekend, and hope your week gets off to a good start, my friends. I'm Lee. I'm the guy that started this community of ours. You folks are you, the awesome people that made this place awesome. How do I know you're awesome? Well, this place wasn't awesome until you got here. That's it, easy math. So cheers to you for being awesome. What's going on today? What's happening? What are you doing to start your week? How do you feel? Let us know in the comments right now, please. Just say, how do you feel right now? I'd love to hear about that. You know what I'd also like? So you click that little reaction button right there. You know, the thumbs up, the heart, the smiley face, anything like that. Please click it so I know you're here, my friends. Thanks. All right, perfect. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing today. Laundry. Exciting, isn't it? Kind of lazy day, I think, today. But got up pretty early. Got up at 6 a.m. Drank some coffee, watched the news, and then came down and started doing laundry. Now I am doing a video here. It's a little noisy in the background. I do apologize. Because again, there's laundry going on. Let's see. Later on today, I may do the loop. I'll tell you what the loop is. There is a loop that I do with my buddy Mitch sometimes, and we... it basically is a loop of driving, but there's 4, sometimes 5 if we decide to see all of them. At least 4 thrift stores that we stop at, and then we also stop at a place called Rough Cut Video, a fantastic video store. That's right, a real video store here in Calgary. So I might do that. Gonna ask my buddy John if he wants to come along too. No pressure, John. And, that's what's happening today. I can't think of anything else. Yesterday it was another lazy day, but Wendy and I had a fantastic dinner. We did do a little bit of shopping, and we had a fantastic dinner. Wendy Barbie did some hamburgers last night, and they were great. Really, really good crusty rolls for buns. So good. That's what happened yesterday. So not very exciting, right? Saturday, I worked a game. I mentioned that yesterday, though, in yesterday's video. I worked the last Roughnecks game of the season. It's lacrosse. And that's what's going on here. That's it. That's everything. I don't have much planned at all. I am trying to pick up a shift on Wednesday, but yeah, that's it. What's happening, folks? I'm going to ask you again, please. What's happening in your life? You gotta make these videos a little more exciting. Well, you don't have to do anything, but I would love to hear from you. So we do have something to talk about. You know what I do have is I got a couple of photos of our cats, because I triple dog, cat, frog, hog, fish, reptile, mollusk, arachnid, anything you consider pet, dare you. Just send in photos of your pets, my friends. Past or present. Future would be weird. But you know, I do have a couple of photos of our cats. I took these last night when I was sitting on the couch before bed. First one is Morrison, the next one is Thatcher. This is Morrison laying on me. He was just about asleep there, and then I moved, I guess, so. And that's on me. I shouldn't have moved. And the next one, this is at basically the same time I took this photo. Oh, you can see the chip crumbs on my hoodie. Real nice. And right next to me was Thatcher in a ball sleeping. When she lays like this, I call her our Dot. So there you go. A couple of pets of our fur babies. So there you go, a couple of pics of our fur babies. Come on, let's see yours. Well, it doesn't have to be a fur baby either. Even a pet rock I'd be happy to see. Love to see your pets too. Maybe you got a garden or something going on. Come on, folks. Maybe you got something cool in your neighborhood that you'd like to show me. I'd love to see it. So would a lot of other people. Please help a brother out. All right. So I am a little thin on content today, my friend, so I do apologize for that. Let's see, what else is going on? Nothing. But I do have some featured posts for you. Hopefully these are going to make you laugh, my friends, because they made me laugh. I've got 4 of them today. I've got one from Anthony Winehead, one from Gary Rizzo, the other one from Michelle Finnerty, and then another one from Sue Ocheski. So let me start off with Mr. Anthony Wineland's post. Bringing that up right now. This made me laugh so hard. It's stupid, but it made me laugh. Thanks, Anthony. Really appreciate it. Next one is from Gary Rizzo. Now, the next 2 are 420 related because, well, it is 420, my friends, and I hope you're not offended. It's just funny. I worked 2 Snoop Dogg concerts, and they were fantastic. And each one left me with a craving to stop at 7-Eleven on the way home from work. I don't know why. Thank you, Michelle. That was from Michelle Finnerty. The next one is from Sue Ocheski. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Gary. And thank you, Anthony. And folks, thank you to you. Thanks for all the funny stuff you share. That's the reason why this community is so popular. We've got 2 groups with the same name. I mean, one's missing the comma after well. One of them is 11,000 plus members. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The other one, as of this morning, is just under 928,000 members. Think of that. Like, that's almost 940,000 members in this community of ours. Funniest city on the internet, I call us. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. Cheers to us. And cheers to bad jokes. Did you know that Lady Godiva is considered the first female jockey? Well, she didn't win. She definitely showed. I just had a stack of toilet paper rolls fall on me. Luckily, I survived with only soft tissue damage. I went to school for magicians for 4 years, but I failed the final exam. It was full of trick questions. Why did the pepper put on a sweater? Because it was a little chilly. On the first day of my diet, I removed all the fatty food from the home. Man, that was delicious. I hope you enjoyed the jokes today, my friends. I've got to thank Mr. Callahan via Rufus T. Firefly on YouTube for today's first joke, although it did come from the 419 edition of the Shoe comic strip. And I also have to thank my beautiful, wonderful wife for that next joke, that one about the toilet paper rolls. And then the next 3, I don't know, they're just jokes that I heard out there. If you know where they came from, please let me know in the comments. And folks, also, leave some jokes in the comments for me to tell if you've got some you want me to tell. I would love to tell your jokes. You can leave them in the comments. You can also send them to me via email at jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, folks. And you know, if you are enjoying these jokes, I am here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of these stale jokes just for you. If you want to help us out and you'd like to show your appreciation, we would love it if you dropped a couple of bucks in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can help us keep the lights on, keep the joke machine rolling, and keeping that imaginary cow fed. And folks, the number one thing I want you to keep laughing. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com, where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Oh my gosh, I gotta work on those segues. I might need a writer too, but I also definitely need more content. I've asked you before, I know a lot of people don't make it past the jokes, and I totally get that. But if you are here and you've made it past the jokes, what's the funniest movie and or TV show you've ever seen? And if it's a TV show, if you can remember the funniest episode, that would be cool too. But no pressure. Folks, thanks again. Thanks for making us the funniest city on the internet, and that's all on you. I mean, my plan in life has been to make people laugh. And why, I don't know. Like I've said before, people call it a defense mechanism, but I don't find it that way. It just makes me feel good to make other people feel good by making them laugh, right? So that's it. That's my modus operandi. And you folks have made this happen. But actually, it's you that are making people laugh. I just put the framework in place, and you filled it in with all those funny memes, those jokes, those videos, all that stuff. You've created this force of funniness, and you're making so many people laugh every day. I mean, I just told you how we had about just under 940,000 members in a community of ours, which is incredible, right? But we have about 1.5 million visitors every day. That, I mean, one number's incredible. The other one almost leaves me speechless. Not quite, though, unfortunately for you folks. I'm still talking. But that's incredible. So thank you for making that a reality. I mean, I never expected anything like that. Did you? So I'm going to be here again probably on Wednesday. I mean, that's the plan. Definitely the plan. So most likely going to be here on Wednesday. I hope you're going to be here too. If not, I get it. You know, life is busy, right? But folks, I'm going to tell you something. We are, once again, the funniest city on the internet. And that's because of you. I hope I hope you know how much I appreciate it. And folks, I appreciate you. So we're going to see you again in a couple of days, friends. Keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.